Hello, and welcome to another Sinister Sunday. Today we're going to go over the ghosts of the Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Let's see what's going on over there. Would you like to spend a night at the haunted Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs? It opened in 1866. During construction, a worker named Michael was killed, and his ghost reportedly still haunts room 218. The hotel had came under ownership of the known medical Ford Norman Baker in 1937, who fancied himself a doctor. He turned the hotel into the Baker Cancer Hospital, claiming to have the cure for the disease. He did not, obviously. Patients who died under his care were buried right in the hotel's basement, which served as a makeshift morgue. He was arrested in 1940, but his patients' spirits are still said to remain. Because the hotel is still open to guests, they often say they see apparitions and hear noises during their stay. Tales are that some guests linger at the 1886 Crescent Hotel and Spa. You may have heard of Michael and Theodora, but there are more spectral happenings. The Victorian 1886 edifice is a host to a wide variety of spirits. It is said that after the skeleton frame of the hotel had been constructed in the 1800s, that one of the Irish stone masons plunged to his death in what is now room 218. This room proves to be the most spiritually active in the hotel and has attracted television film crews for decades because of the quality and the quantity of the ghost sightings reported. Guests have witnessed hands coming out of the bathroom mirror, cries of a falling man in the ceiling, the door opening and then slamming shut, unable to be opened again. The intrigue of the activity has drawn guests to specifically request the historic accommodations of room 218 for the chance to experience something. In the hotel's crystal dining room, many employees have encountered playful spirits in Victorian dresses. One holiday season, when the dining room was closed, the Christmas tree and packages underneath moved from one end of the room to the other. The next morning, the employees found the tree and packages moved. Chairs were circling facing it to admire the newly placed decorations. Another time, employees returned in the morning to find the dining room in perfect order except for the menus scattered around the room. Yet another time, a waitress looked into the huge mirror between the door from the dining room to the kitchen and saw a man and woman in Victorian dress facing each other as if in a wedding. The groom turned and made eye contact with the waitress, and then the couple faded away. The waitress quit her position shortly after that incident. Another commonly reported sight is a man in Victorian clothing sitting at a table near the window saying, "I saw the most beautiful woman here last night and I'm waiting for her to return." Many others have recounted seeing an apparition in Victorian ball attire dancing around the room during the wee hours of the morning while the room was closed and dark. During the 1930s, the hotel became an experimental cancer hospital run by Dr. Norman Baker. He was claiming to be a licensed physician, however he was not. Several apparitions from the hospital still visits the hotel today. Dr. Baker has even been seen in the hotel lobby. A nurse pushing a gurney residing in Dr. Baker's old morgue area is known to squeak and rattle down the halls of the hotel. A hotel maintenance man witnessed all the washers and dryers mysteriously turn on in the middle of the night. The laundry room is located next to Dr. Baker's old morgue, which still contains his autopsy table and walk-in freezer. Housekeepers have reported meeting Theodora in room 419. She introduces herself as a cancer patient of Dr. Baker's and vanishes right after the verbal exchange. Stephen Garrison, a cook at the hotel, has had two strange encounters, one in the kitchen and one in the crystal dining room. One morning, while slicing and dicing vegetables, He looked up and saw a little boy with pop bottle glasses, dressed in old-fashioned clothing and knickers, skipping around the kitchen. Another morning, Garrison flipped on the lights to begin the day preparations when some or all of the pots and pans came flying off their hooks. This hotel has so many tales of apparition that they offer ghost tours year-round. The guides themselves have had many countless paranormal stories of their own from their time at the hotel. One such guide revealed that he has met a couple of them staying on the first floor near the governor's suite. A couple then subsequently told the guide that they were staying there, and their second night they had slept with just a sheet covering the two of them. The husband awoke in a deep sweat, realizing that someone or something had tucked them in with the comforter. Another guide recounted an incident where two guests checked into room 221 early one spring afternoon. Upon leaving to go to the elevator to the second floor, they immediately encountered a man wearing an all-black Victorian-style outfit. With a smile, he asked them whether or not they required help finding their guest room. Believing the person was a hotel employee, they agreed. The man then led them to room 221, unlocking the door and pushing it open. As the couple entered, the man stayed outside smiling. One of them realized they had not tipped the man, and when they spun around with some cash, he seemingly disappeared. Perplexed, the two guests just relaxed in their guest room for the rest of the day. Later on that evening, the guests went out and then tried to re-enter their room 221. The door wouldn't budge. The couple went downstairs to the front desk and they asked what was wrong with the key. The staff member then stated how they received the wrong key to 321. Then the two described the man that had originally let them into room 221, and the staff member reported that there was no such person presently working at the hotel. There's even a cat, Morris, buried in the hotel morgue, and they have a tribute to him. Now let's see some ghost pictures, shall we? In this picture, I see a woman in Victorian clothing and also a gentleman in a suit and hat. In this one, there's definitely something in the mirror there. These are ones that other people said they saw things, so let's see what we see. I don't know how credible these are because I got them online. That one definitely looks like Theodora. You see the floating footprints there in this picture, and just some people ghost full like apparitions and just different things going on here. So I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Let me know down in the comments, and we will see you on the next Sinister Sunday. Be sure to check out the Sinister Sunday playlist for more.